I think it also might be that the Iona playmat is off. It's not perfectly lined up with the table, so I'm adjusting to it. Yeah. So, for those of you who have watched the entire day, we appreciate your dedication. This is our last round of the Gatecrash pre-release event here at Lost Legion Games and Comics in South Charleston, West Virginia. 5 rounds of Swiss. No cut to top 8. We're just awarding packs based on record after this, so that, to be quite honest, so that JB can go home and enjoy what's left of his day off.
Yes.
Because that's something that people often fail to realize. And we have for you in this round, we have the only undefeated deck left in the field, which is Yen-shyang. You watched him build the pool. If you want to go back and watch in the archives, both on YouTube and here on Twitch, we watched Jordan Petio build a Demir pool, and
this is his 3rd time doing this.
Yen building a Boros pool. This is his 3rd pre-release. It's his 3rd Boros pool, and he has not lost, has he?
He lost 1 match, I think.
But he's X1 on the weekend.
Yes.
Across 3.
For those of you who don't know, Yen, pretty good match player.
Yeah, Yen top 16 at the standard event at Star City Games Columbus last month, or earlier this month.
An accomplishment we all take pride in, even though none of us.
I was also there, so I basically feel like I got
top 16.
That was the extra moral support that we helped him to put him over the top.
We did bring him a burger.
Mm-hmm.
After we got done eating.
Yes, we did. We did bring him a hamburger. After we had demolished some pierogies.
Pierogies, yeah.
Very good. So this is the matchup you got here. Alec Myers, we saw him on camera earlier today playing Orzhov. He's got a pretty strong Orzhov build with, basically the typical extort deck that you would expect and a lot of removal in his deck. And then Yen is playing aggro Boros. He's got 4 copies of Bomber Corps. Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
The 1-2 battalion guy.
You usually don't see Boros down at the bottom.
And he's got a Firemain Avenger. He's got 3...
Firemain Avenger's good.
He's got 3 Sky Knight Legionnaires.
2/2 haste.
He's got a Madcap Skills, which is also my favorite card because it's a Madcap Skills.
I didn't know that was a real card. I thought you were just...
Yes. It's a creature enchantment for 2. Creature gets +3/+0 and can't be blocked by 1 creature. It has to be blocked by 2 or more. So no 1-drop from Yen.
That's common and limited.
Yeah, he does have some on as we see the 2/2 Extort Bear. And we see the matching 2/2 out of Yen's deck.
Seems good. Seems to... I mean, the mana sink is obviously...
And there is the Extort Bat with Extort paid for. And so the incremental advantage begins. He's already he has 2 permanents and they both have Extort so far, or 2 non-land permanents, I should say.
It'll be very hard for Yen to win this one. Fight through a lot of life games.
And there we do see the Bomber Corps, which is and he extorts back. That's a 1/2 for 2. That its battalion trigger is deal 1 damage to something. Ping somebody.
Lands on the side. That's the way this man plays.
Yen always is doing that. No extort on that one.
There is a lot of removal in this format. Black. I mean, I could see just about every deck splashing black.
Yeah, black has... I wouldn't say there's a ton of removal, but black has a ton of good removal.
Yes.
And there we see the triggers, so he's going to deal 1 to something. Just going to net nug Alex and get in there for 3 of actual damage. So Yen's just going to try and raise him. I mean, what else are you going to do with the Boros deck? But, I do need to start the clock.
40.
42. 722. There we go. So we see the Lifelink Guildmage come down, but Alec is stuck on 3 lands, which is interesting here.
Not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, if he has small casting stuff.
Firemain Avenger here is brutal, because the next turn, if Alex doesn't untap and immediately deal with it, like he's just going to helix things every turn.
Correct.
And that Sunhome, is it not Sunhome, but what's the... Do you know what the Orzhov Guildmage is called? It's like Vil or Vitu something. But it gives something lifelink.
And then it also drains.
Yeah, the second ability can drain. But I mean, this is all all that life gain just helps to offset the aggro start from Boros.
Stop the deck that's just trying to kill you.
Viscapa we're getting from the chat, so thanks to Vitex for helping us out there. Yet another copy of Sky Knight Legionnaire. He's got one more left in the deck. And Alec just going to take it. Yen was hesitant there attacking with the second one. Is there something I was missing? Was just deciding what the crackback was going to be?
Yeah, probably. I'm assuming that maintaining battalion is
super critical. And it misses a fourth land, and Alex passes back. Or Alec passes back, not Alex. I'm sure he's been getting that his whole life, so I apologize for that. So, there's so many cards right now that are, like, enormously good. Madcap skills on the flyer is so good. We're going to Mugging the blocker.
Does he extort?
He is going to extort.
I do that incorrectly, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's technically,
it's like
you do it before the resolve, yeah.
And then we have the removal spell. That is
the -5/-5.
That's the Avenging Arrow.
Yeah, the equivalent Avenging Arrow. Hey, Alec, can you slide the life counter just down a little bit? Yep, thank you. It's been sliding off the top there a little bit today.
You're such a jerk.
Well, it's very difficult because in this one,
just trying to play Magic.
Man. I know. Trust me, I don't like opening that door.
You have Chuck's on?
I do have Chuck Taylor's on.
Are you from the 80s?
I am. I was born in 1980.
Born in 1987.
I'm an old man. We've been over this numerous times.
That makes you feel old.
No, trust me, that your age is the least of which makes me feel old. It's the fact that I can't, I don't wake up in the morning without my back hurting, I think is the part that make me feel old. So, I forget what that card was that,
you cannot trigger a single extort card more than
yeah,
once.
you only get one extort trigger per spell cast.
It's not a full mana sink. It's not multi-kicker. It's just kicker.
What is that card he's playing?
Who?
Alec just tapped 3 for...
I have no idea. Is that the Avenger? I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, I missed all of that.
Somehow Alec is at 3.
Is that massive raid? Is that the one that's deal damage equal to the number of creatures you have?
Yep.
Is that to anything? I thought that was only to creature.
No, it's creature player.
Well, that's what Yin did in response to him killing something. He massive raided. Oh, it is to target player as well. So that's what happened. Alec killed the.
And now we have some extort triggers, stabilizing him at 5. Yen has gone under 3 creatures now. So.
Cannot trigger battalion, but he does have his own extort guy. I mean, you serve in with the flyer, right? Well, they're having a good time out there. That's all that matters.
Generally, whenever Yen's this happy, and he has untapped lands, it's not good for you.
See, someone in our chat was born in 1970, so not that old.
Well, you guys are all old.
And I don't think of even 40ish is that old. So he's going to serve in here with the
26 is old.
Legionnaire.
Anything older than me?
I'm very curious what he's thinking about, because like there's really nothing. Alex tapped out.
Alec also in a very good mood today. You saw him play, fast and loose against Jordan a lot.
He's 8-2 and he's 8-2 in 2 pre-releases, so he's running pretty good as well.
Yeah.
Alec did win the pre-release yesterday. If you want to get technical about tiebreakers, there was a slew of people at 5-1. So tapping 4 mana for another 1/4 defender extort guy.
Game.
What was that?
That had to have been another massive raid.
No, I need to go find out what that card was.
Okay.
What was that card? And what was the card that you played that killed his thing? Devour Flesh?
Wow, 1995 and 1996. Yeah, you guys are, I mean, I don't know if you all should be actually on the internet without adult supervision if you were born in these years.
1996.
Shouldn't your parents have your
What does this guy say? He was born in 2008? That seems...
typing skills immaculate for the 4-year-olds?
Mm-hmm. So what happened there was I don't know the name of the card. I've literally just forgotten it in the 5 seconds. But it's the card, the sorcery that gives all your creatures +2/+2.
Okay.
So that was enough to plow through because he can extort, and then he can extort +4 is lethal anyway with his Legionnaire, but he could extort 1 too.
Right.
So Yen moves to 1-0, and he is 1 game away from winning yet another pre-release. Has he lost a game today?
I don't know. I haven't been talking to him. We're on opposite sides of the room, sir.
You guys are broken up.
Yep.
The thing, watching Yen play this deck has made me very sad because Boros is definitely that's just the kind of deck I like to play in competitive Magic, and it just did not happen yesterday. Not that I was trying to play this deck, but it makes me wish I had picked Boros, I guess.
Yep. Seems very good. I mean, you're going to be attacking with 3 creatures anyway. And in that situation, you're usually, like, if you're limited and you attack with 3 creatures, generally that's a good thing. But if you get extra bonuses for doing so, kind of nice.
So as we see Yen go back for 6, we've actually talked about that before. The
pouring.
No, what were we talking about?
Oh, I'm talking about a ball of fluff. That is pouring. That was not a ball of fluff.
It's a pouring, yeah. What was it? What were we just talking about before I spaced out for a second?
This is not the god pool that Yen had.
The god pool Yen had was 2 Fireman Avengers and an Aurelia.
Yeah. And that's the pool that he had where he lost the match. Ironically.
Well, Magic is a game of variance.
Limited is a game of variance. That ball again. Stop it. You are not mine. We are having imaginary wizard fights. But
I think it's funny that people draw the arbitrary line of like, now I'll tune into the internet to watch 2 grown men play imaginary wizard fights on a Sunday, but if you have a beanbag with a face on it, then I'm just going to lose it.
I'll watch 2 guys commentate where one's wearing a knight helmet. But if someone has...
And the other one is King of the Hobos. It's a high-ranking position. I mean, the pay isn't very good, but the benefits are tremendous.
Yeah.
No.
You got this. You literally have a picture nest.
So Yen misses his 3rd land drop. Alec lands the Extort Bear and extorts in response.
Yen did mulligan to 6.
Yeah. But just pointing out the relevant parts. He does have the Goblin that gets +1/+0. If a red creature comes into play under his control, and a Bomber Core. And Alec has 1,000,000 permanents.
Well, I said Alec was going to easily win last game, so...
Alec should be favored in this matchup in the long term, I would think. Now, it is good because this game looks like... I mean, it obviously looks like Yen is in kind of a hurt here, but... at least going to Game 3, he will be on the play.
Yes.
Which, when you have 3 Sky Knight Legionnaires in your deck, is incredibly irrelevant.
Yeah.
And Madcap Skills, and Fireman Avenger.
That card's name is hilarious.
Madcap Skills?
Madcap Skills.
They should have just put a Z on the end of it.
Skills, son. Is that it? Was that the Madcap skills?
That is Madcap skills.
Shit.
And he's going to murder it. But not before it gets in for...
A slight 2-for-1. Still did damage.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a situation earlier where I double cipher onto a unblockable creature and then enchant that creature to have it bounce back to my hand.
Nice.
Felt good.
They call that living the dream.
Forewarning yourself. Generally not where
Yen
you
finds his third land and he plays the 1/4 defender with Extort. Might be the best card he can come up with here.
Same thing will be more distracting trying to...
$20. Why? Because of cards. Okay. Thank you.
So he crumpled it up first. He was going to throw it, that's why he crumpled it up. But then, now he just hands you a...
It was a funny interaction that you can't see off camera. Someone apparently owed me $20 for Magic cards. Was going to wad it up and throw it from the other door to this room, but decided to walk it over here, but did not unfurl the dollar in doing so, and I still now have a crumpled up thing. So Yen's mounting kind of two of the more defensive creatures in his deck. The problem being is that Alec has a ton of mana and a ton of Extort guys. So it's just like one of those matter of time things. Is Yen playing Slag Storm?
He runs them in the board. I don't know if he has made.
What about Chain Reaction? That'd be pretty good here. Land Chain Reaction.
He can electrolyze.
He's going to Massive Raid, which will do 2 damage because he has 2 creatures to target Syndic of Ties. He's going to gain 2 life with his cat. I don't know what it is. It's like Zen. I don't know. It starts with a Z. Come in.
You're losing too fast, bud.
He didn't play that round.
Oh, you didn't?
All right, so we've got dueling 2/2 tappers. No attacks from Alec, but at this point he doesn't need to attack. He just needs to cast like.
Well, if Yen can land a 4th land, I'm assuming that he has Fireman Avengers.
Sky Knight Legionnaire. He can trigger. He forgot to. Yep. And the cat and the Sky Knight Legionnaire's life gain and damage trade. He's going to tap down that guy. He's going to
scoop him up.
He's going to extort out of order.
Good luck.
And we go to game 3. So this is the, like I said, this is the finals of this event. Yen is the only 4-0 deck in the field, and Alec is the highest rated 3-1 deck.
What? 315.
Yeah, we are over 300. We are over 300 viewers for the.
You don't like it?
We are over 300 viewers for the first time in the history of the stream. So thanks to everyone who has tuned in for us. I imagine there's a fair mix of you who have watched our Friday Night Magic stream before, but I imagine a lot of you are checking us out for the first time. So thanks for that. If you want to be a real peach and help us out, why don't you scroll down to the bottom of the page right below the video window
Like,
and
and follow.
Yeah. Check out all of our various forms of social media. The stream's webpage is at ZachSellsMagic.com or Facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic. You can click that button to like, follow me on Twitter, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. All of this will be up on YouTube after the fact. We saw Yen open his pool and build it. That was part of our pre-game coverage, and then we've had 5 rounds today, as well as 22 weeks of Friday Night Magic coverage, West Virginia State tournaments, and various other events. So check that out, and obviously follow us on Twitch by clicking the follow button, the appropriately named follow button, above and to the left of the video window.
If you click that?
Yeah, it does.
Well, chat pointing out that we are getting a jump in viewers because no one else is streaming.
No, that's what always happens. Yeah.
Paul Cheon stopped.
Yeah.
Which I'm really glad that he has started streaming. He's very entertaining, very fun to watch.
Yeah. Paul Cheon is also a very interesting, just kind of like example of like your modern Magic player, because like he played Magic, had a lot of success. He won nationals. I think he won a Grand Prix as well. And then he just like graduated from school and got like a great job in finance, and then like quit playing Magic, and now that he's like established himself, he's like coming back. Like Finkel did the same thing.
Yeah.
Like they're just like, hey, it's time to be an adult now and make tons more money and like set myself up for life. And then
don't have a house payment anymore, so now I can start playing Magic again.
Yeah. No, but I've watched him some as well.
No, I rent, so.
But yeah, it is interesting. I think in previous weeks, no, it's not that it's not so much I see the effect when other people aren't streaming, it's when I see the effect when other people are streaming. I remember one time we had an FNM where like 40 or 50 people watched because like both Michael Jacob and Travis Wu were streaming on like a Friday night, which never happens.
Did Michael Jacob take his shirt off to try to compete?
To compete with Wu? No. But like Wu gets like 700 or 800 these days, and Jacob averages like 1,000.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. Which is funny because I don't really particularly enjoy Michael Jacob's stream.
He's a love-or-hate guy.
He's very mean.
That's it. I mean, some people like the people that can actually interact and chat are the people that watch. Mm-hmm. Because as soon as you get banned from Michael Jacob's stream, you realize that he just indiscriminately doesn't care about what he says or who he talks to. Which more power to him.
But I understand why Michael Jacob's stream is popular. First of all, he's been doing it the longest, and second of all, he.
Not according to AJ Soccer.
AJ
Soccer invented the internet.
When I say doing it the longest, I just mean relatively speaking. He was one of the first.
One of the first ones we actually cared.
And then, but then also like he always is doing relevant standard testing or like whatever the PTQ season is, and like all the grinders want to watch that, so I understand that.
I mean, the fact that he actually does standard testing and not just jams Return to Ravnica drafts all day would garnish him more viewers. Mm-hmm. That has to. I mean, one of my biggest complaints right now, as we're just totally ignoring this game.
Well, I was going to get into that when you were done with your current thought.
Is the fact that you can look on the Magic the Gathering page right now, and literally, every stream except for one will be Return to Ravnica drafts.
Yeah. So,
getting off to an explosive start.
Yeah, and he has the Extort Barrel on 2, and he has the Legion, and he has the
Drew Mountain.
Oh, I don't know what that was. Was that Mugging plus Extort?
Yep.
Yeah, so Yen is in a, like it's going to be hard for him to lose this game, right?
So we see Alec has drawn one creature.
No, he's drawn 2, one of which was destroyed by Mugging. And there we see the equivalent Face Fetters or Arrest effect, taking out the Sunhome Legionnaire, which is super relevant because now he can't use its ability to do anything. So Yen down to just the 2/2 guy, but it does have Extort. Mm-hmm. They're trying very desperately to square up the corners on that enchantment. Sky Knight, nope. Extort guy. So Yen is going to use Extort against the Extort deck. He should be at 22. Tell Yen he's at 22.
That's you.
Yen, you're at 22. You're at 22.
You've extorted twice.
You've extorted twice.
Oh, he attacked one. Never mind.
Not my fault.
Never mind.
He said never mind.
Oh, because of the... No, I missed the trigger on the...
Professional level corrections here.
Only the best.
Yep.
Well, I used
We're good at Magic.
I never once claimed to be good at Magic in my entire life. Massive Raid, right? Massive Raid plus Extorts. So nugs him for 3 plus the Extort, knocks him down to 8. Alec comes back with Kingpin's Pet and his own Basilica Guard. But Yen at this point, like, Madcap skills extort once. He could have extorted twice. Is he choosing not to? I'm thinking about this, right?
He obviously chose to not extort twice.
Yeah, but I'm trying to decide what he's going to use that one for. Does he have like a mugging? Like if he had a mugging, he would have cast it pre-combat so he couldn't have blocked with it. Or did he just miss that?
Yeah, we can talk about MJ in the chat.
There's a question about the cat that gains life being bad, and Alec doesn't like it either. But it's like his 23rd playable card.
Right.
So like.
I mean, we opened up 6 packs. So
it's fine, and like in this mirror, it's actually like really good, because it has a 3 butt on it, so like you can block things a lot. So you can block and then activate. Like it's a huge incremental life gain. It's like not the best card in his deck by any means, but. And there we see the guy. I've never bothered to learn this guy's name, but it's the 2/2 that he can tap if a white creature comes into play. Are they missing the triggers for the
Court Street Denizen?
Court Street Denizen? Oh, Yen remembering. Because Yen is a good sport.
Alec dead. Game over.
What?
Oh, you had him at 0.
Well, I'm bad at this. I wish I had a better system for this, but there's like no... So Yen kind of out of steam here, but Alec by no means like out of it here.
Well, Yen has 2 cards in hand. And now?
Yep.
All right.
See you later, Logan.
I'm going to go get a Big Texas.
Big Texas cinnamon roll. That's your favorite.
So good.
I think you've had like 4 over the weekend.
He's going to poop one later.
Inappropriate. So we see exile target creature. He's going to take out the extort guy. So that slows down Yen's ability to gain incremental advantage to try to close this game out without using the combat step. Yen draws a Sky Knight Legionnaire, which at this point I think he's hesitant to trade. Well, you trade it with the extort guy, wouldn't you?
Yes, definitely. With extort. Or did he just tap 2? Oh, yeah, it's a 3. It's a 3 mana cost 2/2.
Yeah, he also doesn't have his extort guy anymore.
I thought it was a 2 mana cost 2/2, but I forgot it has flying, and that would be ridiculous.
This Orzhov enchantment, the arrest thing, is pretty good, right?
Yeah? Who has it? Oh, yeah, okay. That's on the,
It's on the Sunhome Legionnaire,
yeah.
Oh, look how good that is.
He's destroying his own creature?
He's exiling the enchantment.
Ah, that seems much better. In response, kill that guy. Just because it seems like a good time to do it.
He can still attack. Well, he's not going to because he would just die. He would trade.
Right.
But like he could technically attack with that because it wasn't removed from the game or anything. It was just tied
enchanted.
Tied up. And that is the +2/+2 pro creatures, right?
Is it? It's a 4 mana.
No, it's Orzhov deck. See what it did there? That's a Garrett Meadows joke.
It is.
Is it? Is he serving in? Like, why would he serve in? Like, Alec's off the top, right? Like, he's hellbent. Exile the creature.
Yeah, and obviously running a lot of the 5 mana cost removal spell, which is really good.
Oh, it's fine. Like, there's no other, I mean...
The fact that it hits enchantments
Treasury Thrall off the top.
That's good.
It's very good. Yen draws a land.
Because he can get his enchantments back.
Miracle's Mountain.
Now he can get his arrest card.
What's the first half of Sunhome Legionnaire is 3 +1/+0.
Is.
That's the Guildmage, Sunhome Guildmage.
Oh, yeah, it's +2/+0.
Is it +2 or no? It's +1, I think.
That can't be the. Is that the Guildmage? Because there's also another one, a Boros card with 2 abilities.
Yeah. So he basically trades board for board.
Okay.
Because he can double pump it. Obsidat, are you kidding me? Magic
That's what Yen just said.
Magic is easy when you top deck the nuts.
For anyone doubting Obsidat's price tag right now, kill this guy, swing 5, exiles, and we're going to get a terrain of 2. This is game.
This is also what's very disappointing about playing in sealed events is you play the game very well and then you lose 2/1 rare.
Yep. Oh, we got a flyer.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes Jordan. Better lock the door.
Come on. Like, not right. Let's... Nope.
Drain 2. We're going to have to jump block here.
Mm-hmm.
So brutal. That life game. This game.
Got him down to 5.
Yep.
So congratulations, Obsidat Ghost Council. You're the winner of this week's Gatecrash pre-release. But in all joking aside, Alec, congratulations to Alec. He's not the outright winner of this pre-release. He does, by winning that, he does move to 4-1 now. He is tied with Yen.
They came in and did a total of 16 damage if you would have attacked within that turn.
Mm-hmm. Jordan, did you have, and that of course was the finals. Remember, everyone who's watching, make sure to like us on our various forms of social media. Click the buttons at the bottom of the video, like, follow, and subscribe, and click the follow button above to follow us on Twitch, so that the next time we do something like this, for example, Launch Party Weekend coming up on Friday, we've got back-to-back booster drafts. Should be fun. Are you gonna be here for that?
Yeah.
Can we watch your picks?
Do you want to watch my picks?
Based on today's sealed performance, I don't know. But it might be different. But anyway, yeah, thanks to everyone who checked us out now as we start losing people like flies because the magic is over. That is, in fact, the last event that we had for today. I'm actually going to probably take off here relatively quickly so I can...
Go get dinner.
Yeah, no, I think my wife's coming up. We're going to dinner.
I think everyone left. Like this.
Well, there were a lot of people who were going to come.
321 still here, so.
A lot of people were going to come and play in the event, Jordan, but then they found out you were coming, and then they decided they wanted to stay home. Did you have a story you wanted to tell me about before we sign off?
Sure.
I heard you outside saying you wanted to...
Let's talk about Mill. So Mill's fun.
Mm-hmm.
When you can.
How did you finish today?
2 and 3.
Okay, 2 and 3. We did watch Jordan open his open his Demir pool and get a mind grind and 5 copies of Paranoid Delusions, along with the 2 unblockable guys and a flyer. Right?
It was not bad. Like the situations that it sucked was well, that always sucks. But I played some loose hands, and I had one where I had 2 flyers and like all the mill, but no removal. And I was like, huh? They were loose hands. My assumption was, I was like, she's not gonna get a flyer. Milled her ridiculously, and then I was like, well, okay, what's she gonna do now? Well, apparently, I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but Orzhov has a spell that returns stuff from your graveyard. It's the Thrall and the Immortal Servitude. So
The X spell?
she returns 1 card, a creature with flying, and it keeps my Fairy Rogue sitting there, and he's just like, hey guys, what's going on? This is a cool party. I'd like to join in. And I then begin to cipher onto it 3 more times that mill spell.
Yeah, as it turns out, Cipher doesn't actually increase the stats of the card.
Yeah.
It just gives it another effect, so...
We did realize something today earlier, which is that Cypher counts as a spell that you can extort off of.
Yep.
Oh, I realized it against Alec.
Yeah.
Best top deck ever in the history of Magic.
Well, we declared Obsidat Ghost Council the winner of this week's pre-release.
I know.
You tried.
So you mean
to get
a
that.
card that like not many decks can deal with? Oh,
What?
I also took
Came in
your
and did
advice about
16
Soul
damage
Identity
over 3
and found a
turns.
really
Yeah.
neat trick you can do if you have an unblockable guy.
It was
You can just keep cloning Sage's Row Denizen, and it just becons exponentially better
No,
each
yeah.
time.
You can copy. Jordan talking about at first he was not going to play the Sage's Run, or the Stolen Identity, which makes a copy of a creature that's on the battlefield, but found out that once you play it, you can copy Sage's Row Denizen every turn, and then just like gets out of control and you mill them out. How many times did you beat anyone with damage?
Yes.
Okay.
It was actually really hilarious.
What's your percentage of mill wins versus? And again, you can go back at we'll post this and watch Jordan build this deck. See his pool.
1 damage win with because also, side note, you can copy your aberrations. They trigger it casts a spell. You get another aberration, and they both have power and toughness that is gigantic. I was playing Jeremy, and this was my only damage win the whole day. Where I have
You won 1 game with damage.
well, it was also like 35 damage. So it was, when I go hard, when you go there, you go big. But it was like had the aberration, had a flyer. He had no flyers, and swing in with a fairy that has the clone effect. Make an aberration. Mill till you hit a land, get another aberration, then also play another creature spell, mill twice till you hit lands, and yeah. But
Did you have fun?
Yeah, I would say don't go mill though. It's very.
Well, We would not have gone mill, to be fair, if you had opened 5 copies of Paranoid Delusions.
No, I know. I'm
and a
saying.
Mind Grind.
Well,
No one goes
I like how
into.
this transforms me.
It does. You're now Garrett Relentless.
Where's the googly eyes?
I need to put googly eyes on.
I'm just gonna say, like, I feel like it's pretty weak. Like, it's not, unless you can get something that can consistently mill that doesn't have to commit.
I'm sorry. This cracks me up every time. So, well, that's good. Did you have a good time? Alex, congratulations. Or Alec, congratulations.
Thank you.
He just enjoys raining on everybody's parade.
Did you need that game to confirm that that was a good card?
I was wondering what it was.
But turns out you're on board with it?
Yeah.
Alright, it's okay. You heard it here first.
Do you know how many Alec packed? 3. You packed 3, right, Alec?
Yeah.
One in the
you know
pool,
what's
one in the
What's this
prize.
guy like?
You know what's going to be really fun is rules lawyering Occidental triggers to try and get him to exile it permanently.
My favorite thing is removing it, because a lot of people are just like, you can't touch it, bro. And then you kill it with an instant speed removal spell, because there's only like 2 or 3 that can kill it in the set, or like in standard.
Someone in the chat mentioning in their pool they had 3 Mind Grinds. So,
I don't know. Is that
that's like the guy that opens like 2 Increasing Confusions in his Dark Ascension or Jace. Yeah, it's like opening a Jace. I remember one time I did a 4-pack sealed of M12 with Dr. Matt, and he had a Jace. And there's one game where I was very close, and I was like edging him out, and I was feeling so good, and then he just like slammed Jace, and like I had 9 cards. Because in a 4-pack sealed you have 30 cards to start with.
Right.
So it's just like, all right.
Well, you know, Dave Brown, one of our local players here, he opened his sealed pool, and I think he got like Jace, Chandra, and some other he got 3 Planeswalkers. So he played Super Friends in League, and that was pretty good.
Yep.
For him.
One time in Mirrodin Besieged League, Ian Strecky had 2 Consecrated Sticks and a Tezzeret.
Wow.
He won that one. I got second, but he won. Surprisingly, he won. He also had the 2 of the Infect mind controls. But now we're just rambling. So, anything you guys would like to...
party.
We do like to tear it up on the weekends, and it is clearly a weekend. We're wearing paper helmets, 230... We reached new record high attendance.
I saw. Well, it was 321. Now it's like
It's 340. We got to 340. The key is that no one else is streaming, so that's why. But anyway, for those of you who are watching, seriously, I hope you had a good time today. This is this is the first time we've ever done this. I thought it went relatively well, especially in rounds like 3 and beyond when I started to know what all the cards did. It is very hard. I mean, I did study the spoiler beforehand, but it's hard to memorize all like 300 cards. But I thought it was a lot of fun. Definitely better than not having it. You guys hopefully had fun playing in the events. But definitely come check us back out on Friday. We're going to do Gatecrash booster drafts, and then every week after that it's our regular standard F&M on Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you follow us on Facebook. There's constant updates about all the events that we're having here at the store. And if you are ever in the greater West Virginia area, make sure you come down this way and check us out. Remember, they've got 4 stores in the area, and they're all conveniently located in the major metropolitan areas and along the interstates. So if you're ever in the general area, definitely get in touch with us. So thanks for watching. Any sign-offs? Anything you'd like to mention?
As Max once said, gotta go raiding.
Gotta go raiding.
Well, I was just gonna say, I agree with Garrett. If you're gonna play mill, you should get Nefarious Drown Yards in your Gatecrash.
Yeah, really.
They're very effective.
Open the Nefarious Drown Yard and Gatecrash pool for the win. I think you should just play. I don't know why you're bothering with Demir. I would have just played Show and Tell. It's got a great matchup on Gatecrash Limited pool.
I don't know. Didn't they put their Ghost Council in?
It's officially off the hinges. So anyway, from Jordan, who just dropped all of his belongings on the floor, from Garrett Meadows, a.k.a. Garrett Relentless, from everyone else here, Yen, Alec, and all the rest of them, thanks for watching. Make sure you come back on Friday and check us out, and we will talk to you later.
Funny down there.